Uganda is afflicted by development challenges that include inadequate infrastructure and democracy, underdeveloped agriculture, services sector and human resources, a weak private sector, limited markets, and ideological disorientation, among others. The Prime Minister, Dr. Ruhakana Rugunda, now says that government has partnered with friends, but that whilst development assistance to the country is vital and should be embraced, it is absolutely essential that it is based on agreed principles. Dr. Rugunda was delivering a statement during the second joint meeting of the Policy Coordination Committee and the United Nations Uganda country team at his office on Thursday.
This matter be harmonized first within the government. Number two, the PRDP program that has been working in the Northeast, a deliberate government program to ensure that northern Uganda, which was affected by many years of conflict perpetrated by Lord's Resistance Army and their supporters, is helped to come up to the levels that the rest of the country is at. In fact, at the moment, the North has not reached that stage, and that's why government has decided to establish PRDP 3, so that we can bring that part of the country to where it should be. Nevertheless, your point is well taken, but through the internal mechanisms within the government, we'll see how to address that subject matter, and if there is need, to discuss it with our partners of the UN.
Dr. Rugunda announced that the government was arranging the National Partners Forum with UN agencies as a wider platform to discuss how to enhance coordination, efficiency, and effectiveness in service delivery at the country level. Speaking on behalf of development partners, the UN resident coordinator and UNDP resident representative, Ahunna Eziakonwa Onoche, announced that the partners would foot the entire $6.5 million, about 18 billion Uganda shillings, required for the proposed disaster fund.
We have been very fortunate as the UN to be in a country that is so friendly and that believes in the UN and what the UN can do. But Right Honorable Prime Minister, we don't take all of that for granted. And we don't take for granted the fact that the UN remains relevant in a modernizing Uganda. We don't take it as a given. And so this is why we celebrate today the opportunity for a strategic level engagement that allows us to determine how this organization can continue to be relevant to a country that is on a race to achieve its Vision 2040.
Eziakonwa Onoche hailed Uganda for sending health workers to Ebola-battered West Africa to combat the disease that has so far annihilated about 5,000 people. She said by that and other actions, Uganda had raised the bar for other countries to emulate. The government has proposed an Ebola and Marburg response fund for the next 1 year, where Britain has already pledged $0.8 million, or about 2.2 billion Uganda shillings. Chet Mekasanga in Kampala.